So here we have some items from the Worcester Trade and Industry collection. 3 quite big names and big industries in Worcester. We've got Lea Perrin's, the sauce manufacturers, probably known throughout the world. We've got Metal Box, who made not only tin cans, but decorative tin goods, and Hardy and Padmore's foundry that produced countless items, too many to fit on the table, including fireplaces, tin baths, and quite distinguishable ones such as the Punch and Judy doorstops. They also produced all of Worcester's street signage, lamp poles and tramp poles, some of which are still in situ, the cast iron park benches seen in many of our parks, fountain in Cripplegate Park, but also the railway bridge across Foregate Street and many other landmarks in Worcestershire. Metal Box is probably best known as a canning plant, producing cans like these. Not only do we have the tins themselves, but we also have the machines that produce the tin cans. Canning is an excellent way to preserve food, but canning can refer to sealing food into any kind of vessel, not necessarily tin. But tin cans are the ones we are probably most familiar with. This Troyer Fox canning press was used at the Metal Box factory to produce tin cans that could be used to preserve food and send it all over the world. They also produce decorative tin plate items such as Worcesterware. Here we've got a newspaper rack, we have a waste paper bin, and also a linen basket. They were often best recognised by the bull feet design on the bottom, but essentially it was optimising Metal Box's ability to print decoratively on tin plate. One of Worcester's most famous industrial stories is Lea Perrin's. They were 2 chemists based in Broad Street making all manner of apothecary items until one day, supposedly a gentleman, a nobleman of the county, came into their shop and commissioned them to make a sauce that he had acquired on his travels. The story goes that they produced the sauce, gave him the commission, but kept a couple of bottles for themselves just to see what it tasted like. They tasted it and supposedly it was disgusting, so they placed it in the cellar. When they came to throw the sauce away, several months later, they tasted it, it had fermented into something absolutely fantastic, which they then started marketing as Lea Perrin's Worcestershire sauce. The bottle design comes from an original apothecary bottle, and that's how Lea Perrin's distributed the sauce. And apparently a thinner sauce is best in a cylindrical bottle because it's easier to agitate the sauce. The sauce was imitated by countless other companies throughout Worcestershire and the United Kingdom. So Lea Perrin's started using the orange label. That was also replicated by many other companies, and Lea Perrin's had to actually take legal action to stop people producing sauces identical to their own. The production of Lea Perrin's sauce started in 1835 in their chemist shop in Broad Street, when they were mixing sauces in porous coal lignite jugs. 60 years later, their operation had moved entirely to sauce manufacture, and they were producing a sauce in these huge troughs in the factory in Midland Road, where they still are today. The reason I love these objects is not only do they have that fantastic industrial history, but you can actually still smell the sauce inside them, and it's very strong even 100 years later.